and you love the livelihood that it gives you, and you love having a channel, you need to want the betterment of it. It needs to improve. Too many people are silent on this. It's gotten out of hand. It's unenjoyable to watch. It can't be taken seriously.
Guys, in the comments, well, what can we say in the comments in unison, huh? Make the refs accountable. Force them to do press conferences. Can you guys just do that in the comments, as many of you as possible? All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. Hope you all having a good day so far. So I had a super tip, a super thanks to do a trifecta of Commissioner Dynamo, and this one is going to be actually cool. So Wolf here wanted to talk about the playoffs so far, and these are 3 videos that are going to be covering some of the playoff action we've been seeing. I have been watching quite a bit, so I'll have some stuff to say in the moment as we're going through all this. But huge thanks for all the support and for the tip and everything. I appreciate you, man. Now I'm linking the original video down below. One of them, it's just, yeah, it's all Commissioner Dynamo, so it'll all take you to his channel. That's going to be in the description. So anybody getting into comments, like I've seen recently, saying like, shut up, stop talking, blah blah blah, I hate this video because you won't stop talking. Yo, I say it in every intro. The link is down below if you want to watch the video without me talking. Freaking idiot. All right, guys, that out of the way, let's get to this. All right, let's talk about some basketball. Sorry, there's been some stupid crap going on in the comments lately that I'm like, okay, and it's really just one person. So if you're watching this, how's it feel that I'm just rambling on the intro? Does it piss you off? I hope it pisses you off. Freaking Dumbo. Go touch some freaking grass. Let's go, guys. Shout out to channel members. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the support. And thank you, haters. You guys are awesome. Keep commenting. It helps the algorithm boost the video, you dumbasses. So keep doing it. I love it. It's great. And here's your 5 minutes of fame. Guys, like the video if you could. I'd appreciate it. And when we're all done here, go over to Commissioner Dynamo's channel and give him a good shout out, man. This guy's doing great work. All right, y'all ready? Let's do it. Video 1. This is Knicks croaked, Harden smoked, Jokic choked. Let's do it.
Yes, the NBA is back on a proper viewing platform. Look at that girl.
Yeah.
Ain't she gorgeous?
It has felt good.
We hear you, beautiful. Now show them to me. Yes. Shake them like a soul shaker.
You weird, buddy.
No, man.
You're weird.
No.
I regret nothing. Oh, here comes the theme song.
Yeah.
Pain. Why did we start up?
Dude, real quick, it gets me every time. When I see the intro, it gets me pumped up every time, man. I don't know what it is. It's 2026. It's still having the same effect.
Pain. Why did we start up with the... This is the Knicks.
Later.
The pain has subsided, but Dyson Daniels' pain in being disrespected has only just begun. Mitchell Robinson treated this man like a taxidermy throw rug. He had 2 hemispheres to choose from and where he wanted to go, but emasculation north is what he went with, and he knew what he was doing. There are those out there that press the try me button for recreation.
Oh, no.
Mike Brown lost this game for the Knicks in dunder-headed fashion. Matter of fact, Mike, here's a pencil. Go home, draw some plays, make it suspenseful, and don't come back until Spike Lee misses you. Next game, try not to take the timeout with you. How do you have a whole timeout with 5?
Not bad, man. All right, I gotta admit, I haven't been watching this series much, so this is actually cool. I've been keeping up with the highlights and the stats on this series, but this hasn't been one of the series I've had my eye out. Sorry, Shay, longtime channel member.
Seconds left in the game.
I honestly, I expected the Knicks to like sweep these guys, so I'm actually surprised how this is going.
Round 1, and you choose not to use it. He looking like, they had a timeout and didn't use that shit? Is he on acid? A 14-point comeback. This could have been avoided in so many ways, and you're at home. You let them tie the series. Now you got to go back to Atlanta and play against the gaggle of confidence.
Atlanta
Show Shaq
comes all the way back from 14 down and ties the series. They win game 2 in MHP.
McCullum was torching them. You keep it up, CJ, and they're going to add you to the shrine of hatred there. Slide to the left. Slide to the right.
Oh, damn.
Scream!
Oh, got you.
The amount of ISO ball from Brunson, especially towards the end, is just too much. It went from hero ball to villain ball real quick. Brunson's that guy of this team, so you want the ball in his hands, but at the expense of everybody else on the squad. I know everyone else wasn't really doing too much of anything. He had basically all the points for the Knicks in the fourth quarter. Only Anunoby and Clarkson had 3 and 2 points respectively to Brunson's 10. Cat had 2 shot attempts, missed them both. Josh Hart took a shot and missed. But on this play here, look at Mikal Bridges just wide open. Would it not be more suitable to get it to the open man rather than do the predictable thing of leaving it in your best player's hands all the time?
Yeah.
And I feel that way even when it's Curry, when it's anybody, when it's just so painfully obvious that, yeah, they're going to try to get it to him. Unless you're really like that, if you're at the absolute apex of the league, then I'll give you some benefit of the doubt. I still personally wouldn't want to do it that way every single time. But when you add in some of these wasted possessions coupled with Mike Brown's blockheadedness and the he practically used that man as a ladder.
Yeah, he
but
climbed
all
him.
those
I was
things
going to
together,
say
it's
it.
just a recipe for an unnecessary extra game and a lengthening of the series. And with how this injury bug has been spreading, I am not trying to play any extra games. I want to put a team away as quickly as possible.
I know.
Win the safest.
That has been a disappointment so far, as all the injuries coming in, and then even Wemby going down. I mean, he's fine, but that was disappointing. I do remember tuning into the end of this game now, actually, but. Yeah, it was kind of disappointing seeing Wemby go down, because I was really excited to watch that game, and I was like, damn. But then it ended up being an actual, like, a great game.
Way, if anything. I guess.
What was I going to say? Stefan Castle's really, he is, keep an eye out on that guy. That's all I'm going to say. So far, he's proven to be a hell of a number 2 and a 1-2 punch.
Quickly as possible. Win the safest way, if anything. I guess in Mike Brown's defense, you could say, well, he didn't want the Hawks to get their defense set, some tactical high-risk poker, but you were down. I don't believe in not using a timeout and you're down. If you're up by 1 is mightily different. If you're up by 1 and still got a timeout, few seconds left, just drain the clock as much as possible. Let them foul, let them use their own timeout. But if you're trailing by 1 and don't use your timeout, I believe it's basketball-y irresponsible. You're not pulling out every stop to secure victory, in my opinion.
I mean, the only time it's not, Kamish, is when you got Michael Jordan on your team and it's game 6 of the finals. That's the only time where, I mean, we heard Phil Jackson talk about it, and Michael Jordan. They were both on the same page. We have an opportunity here to get them before they're set. But that's having a guy like Michael Jordan on the court who can literally just floor command the entire thing and see everything before it happens. That's a rare find. And I'm a big fan of Brunson, but he's not that guy. You know what I mean?
Pulling out a rope to trip yourself at the finish line. Meanwhile,
Harden burst into action, going to take it inside, and he lost the ball against Barnes.
You should lose the beard while you're at it, too.
you hate watch him like I do. Shoot. I can't. I'm actually struggling. There's so many players I'm cheering against right now. Like, I'm cheering against Harden, the Laker, and the freaking the Laker and Houston series has been impossible for me to watch. I want to see KD lose and I want to see LeBron lose all at the same time, and it just can't happen. And what is with KD still not figuring out how to deal with the double team? What the hell would he do if he was triple teamed like MJ?
You'll shoot better.
I did complaining to the, going into press conferences and complaining about it every single night. Like, dude, you should know what a double team is now. You've been playing in the league for like 18 years or something crazy.
You should lose the beard while you're at it, too. Maybe you'll shoot better. Look at this, what a stupid show.
Oh, yep, that is how it goes.
With the clock on 47%.
No!
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Arrest that man right there. That's why you missed. The universe doesn't like you.
Oh, the ball lied.
Scotty Barnes goes down, and James Harden must be living right.
No, he's not. That was bearded assault.
It's early series, Dynamo. It's okay. It's okay. When it gets more pressure, it'll start to sink in. Right now, there's no pressure.
You didn't call it? I know it's the playoffs, but God. Why?
No, you can't use your arm and shove the defender. Like, you're not supposed to be able to do it. You're justified, man. That drives me nuts.
Even still here, you're supposed to be in Alcatraz right now with the Clippers. Yet he somehow weaseled his way through the barbed wire on his face to the east.
Yeah.
Into relevancy. No. And he played great. No. And he shot 64% from the field.
Damn.
No.
I'll find my answer.
Hurry up.
What'd he say?
From the field. No.
I'll find my answer.
Hurry up. Look at how you were shooting in the first half. Look at how you've been playing in the series so far. Glorilla. Talk to him. Don't let that bearded serpent get no father. Send him on his way. Reverse the sweep. My heart is yours. Don't need a broom. I brought a rake. Wobbly, wiggity, wobbly, wiggity, wobbly, wiggity.
You finished?
Okay. Yeah, you might have to do what Rocky Balboa did in the early movies. Basically, like, it was like a week before the fight or whatever. No hanky panky.
What more to say? RJ Barrett and Scotty Barnes had a great game. I'm asking for too much. The Raptors to harm these crackhead Cavs in any way with crack commander Donovan Mitchell at the helm, but I just don't. I need Harden gone.
Yeah, me
gone
too.
Is Tony's sister's
Which
head.
is sad because, even up to earlier this year, I won't say like I've been really rooting for Cleveland, but I'm silently rooting for Cleveland because, I don't know, to me it would be kind of funny if Cleveland wins a championship without Lebowko. It's that simple as that. Now with Harden there, like, all of a sudden I hate these guys. I wonder why.
Yes.
I mean, let's see. He goes up.
Okay.
None.
On the way up.
Nah, man. Come on, guys. And TB's a legendary ref.
Oh,
Stop complimenting these zealots. They aren't to be confided in. They aren't to be championed. They don't believe in anything but their wicked powers to make it about them. Trending number 2 as a ref. You aren't meant to be known or seen.
No.
It's never for anything good. It's always bad when you see a ref trend that high. What, they trending for how good of a job they're doing? Oh man, Tony Brothers is killing it with that whistle.
I'm gonna save the ref opinion for the next video that we're reacting to right here.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Murray, 2 seconds. Murray, the heave.
Bang.
The block is hot, the skillet is greasy, and the nuggets are crispy. Look at him. He said, I know who I am.
Yeah, silently, he's having his best season of his career so far. Just quietly.
Oh yeah, Ant went down. It seems like he's still dealing with lingering pain,
Yeah.
as well as his rustiness, because as he said, he didn't play basketball for like a good month. But he says he has been feeling better and has been gradually improving.
And I watched this video he put on his own channel that was basically him preparing for the playoffs. And yeah, from the way it looks, is like he's coming back a little earlier than he should, but it's the freaking playoffs. So I do respect him for stepping up.
A good month. But he says he has been feeling better and has been gradually improving. And you got to be a certain type of healthy in order to get into an altercation with Jokic, who was getting clamped up and dealt with in key moments by Rudy Gobert.
I watched that too, and I don't know, man. I kind of agree with Jokic. Like, the ball is turned over. You know, at that point, you got to release the ball or else it's a delay a game. So I feel like the appropriate call should have been a delay of game right there. But the refs, like, turned it into a whole debacle. It was kind of annoying to watch live, tell you the truth. Because, like, dude, just call the delay of the game, give Denver the ball, plus a free throw or whatever the rule dictates. I think that's what it is. And let's move on with our lives.
Which is ultimately the reason I believe the Wolves won this game. Those defensive disruptions and stops by Rudy made all the difference. Though Jokic got one on him as well.
I know. I couldn't believe it. Actually, the commentators couldn't believe that one either. Jokic actually got up and threw one down, man.
3 by Dante DiVincenzo, and they're calling him Dante's Inferno. Am I the last to know about them calling him that? That too. Massive. I know Timberwolves fans must have been frothing at the mouth and shedding in the first quarter with those 3 4-point plays. Whistles with attitude can and will screw both teams simultaneously if need be. Even with all the ugliness on display from them, this game still managed to be amazing and is shaping up to easily be the best series so far in the playoffs.
Agreed. Yep, and I'm doing my best to watch every single game in this series.
A series where nearly every game might be decided by one play.
Yep.
I had the same reaction as Aaron Gordon. A better choice should have been made here with this possession. Better play from Jokic down the stretch was sorely needed in this game. Only 3 points from him in the fourth. Couple that with the fact that earlier in the game, the Nuggets let the Timberwolves come back 19 points down. As a collective, it seems like everything just fell apart. They tried to rebuild it, but then in the moments that mattered most, they simply just didn't rise to the occasion. And Jokic just simply has to do better, both he and Murray in these late game situations. Anthony Edwards didn't do too well either, but it looked like the whole of the Timberwolves were on the same page at the end. It was a concerted team effort by everybody. While Nuggets just looked gassed, there was no sense of urgency. Half-hearted defense like this from Jokic for different possessions, miscommunication and sluggishness the Timberwolves were easily able to take advantage of. Far more effort and veracity on both sides of the floor from one team, and the other just kind of rested on their laurels and let things happen.
Yeah.
Bad news for the Nuggets, but great news for us because we get an even better series.
I think it's going to be Wolves in 6 or 7. Oh, damn it. But I know, all jokes, stupidity aside, I really genuinely think it's going to be Wolves in 6 games or 7 games. Damn it, man. This thing's got to stop. No, and the reason is like, just like Dynamo said, we're seeing a full team unit on the Timberwolves that seems to be completely in sync, as opposed to just relying on Ant-Man like we've seen a lot in the past couple of years. This seems like a real solid unit. It's almost I'm not going to really compare these guys with the old Bulls, but it kind of reminds me of that evolution where each year you could rely on Jordan a little bit less because everybody else is starting to find their place on the team. And it feels like they might have that figured out. We'll see. And Denver Nuggets, y'all know how much of a big fan of Jokic I am, but I don't think that they look discombobulated as a full unit. And maybe that's because Jokic was injured this year. Maybe they don't have that chemistry down right now. Whatever it is, they don't look nearly as in sync as I've seen them in the past.
Tell me, oh viewer, what you made of this game and every other game that transpired. And if there's anything I said that you find fault or disagreement in, share that as well. Link to second channel and Discord and Patreon in the description below if you're interested. It's been a pleasure to be with you all here today. And I will see you. Did I say like and subscribe?
I know, I do that all the time too.
See you on the next one.
I do it all the time too. All right, like and subscribe, everybody. And then 2 minutes later, like and subscribe. All right, so this is the next one. NBA have the worst refs in history, and let's do it, man. Because I got some stuff to say about this.
A home playoff victory for Detroit.
If this covers what I think it is.
They win it 98-83. We're all leaving at 1 game apiece.
I hope this is going to cover some of the recent Suns action. Get him, Dynamo.
The enriched uranium will no longer be needed. Or the kangaroos.
Not winning a home playoff game since the Bush administration when YouTube looked like this had me about to resort to draconian methods. But because we aren't down 0-2 as a first seed, your lives will be spared. For now.
The funny thing is I know so many people like all over the internet that were like celebrating so hard when Orlando won that first game, like acting like they won the series. No disrespect. It's just like, relax a little bit. It's just 1 game in a 7-game series.
It's Detroit legend and NBA champion Rip.
Yeah.
An abbreviation that would have been next to our names had we lost. Stingy.
Yeah, I saw Rip there, and then I saw Ben Wallace there too. I was kind of sad they weren't sitting together. Is that Allen Iverson? Is that Allen Iverson? Is that Allen Iverson? Oh. No, I don't think so. Where's Chauncey? Just kidding.
And RIP, an abbreviation that would have been next to our names.
No, that's not AI.
Stingy, greedy, hedonistic defense that translated into easy offense is something we sorely needed in the second half.
Hey, man, all things said, I'm just glad Cade is back. Like, I'm happy for you guys. I'm not the biggest Pistons fan or anything like that, but I'm happy to see Cade coming in, playing well, doing his thing, and showing up for the damn playoffs. Oh, see, I like the videos.
That translated into easy offense is something we sorely needed in the second half because that first half just was scaring me. I'm still worried about the overall point production from everyone that isn't Cade. But because I'm in the tiniest bits of something that somewhat resembles a good mood, I will now reassure you all as well as return some of your privileges. Due to this win, my blockade of the Strait of Hormuz is hereby lifted for now. GTA 6 is still on track to release in November. And to you, Jack...
Don't believe it, Dynamo. Don't believe it. It was supposed to release a long time ago, and it was supposed to release last year. And I don't know. I'm starting to get worried about that game. It's been in development for like 13 or 14 years. Something wrong. But a couple of you guys have asked me to play it when it comes out and do it on the gaming section of this channel, and I might do it. Just for the hell of it. What do you guys think about that? We did have a conversation in the comments where I'm like, I don't know if that's if that's too vulgar for a channel like this, but you know. I'm curious what you guys think about that. Is playing Grand Theft Auto 6 too vulgar to put on this channel?
That enjoy dipping your fries in a Frosty, you can still do that, just nowhere near me. I'm just letting you know right now that when I become commissioner of the world, behavior like this will be rewarded with a hefty prison sentence.
I can't believe this is back. We used to do this in middle school, actually. We did this in middle school before we discovered ranch. You know, because ranch was still considered salad dressing back then. And I mean, obviously it still is, but, you know, we figured it out. I think it was the 7th grade or when I was in 8th grade, that ranch is delicious on French fries. So we started rating the salad bar, and then they started making rules that unless you pay for the salad bar, you can't have ranch because we were killing them financially.
Getting into the primary subject of today's video, Thunder vs. Suns.
Yes,
I hope
thank
Jalen
you.
Williams' hamstring injury isn't serious and he returns right and okay.
And it has to be that this is OKC, of course. And now you guys are thinking, oh, Mindcrime's going to be complaining about OKC and the refs again. Well, how can I not? Like, did you guys watch the crap that's going on? Like, at this point, it's so imbalanced. It's like... and the thing is, you don't even have to do that in this series. OKC is going to beat the Suns in the first round. It's going to happen naturally. You don't have to fix the games for it to happen. Yet the refs are doing it anyways.
Hope Jalen Williams' hamstring injury isn't serious and he returns right and okay. But what happened here with Devin Booker several times throughout this game isn't right, nor is it okay.
No.
It's embarrassing and makes the NBA look like the saddest sports organization on earth.
It is.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but even the broadcast was confused by your tech. What was the explanation that you got?
I still haven't got one. It's definitely something that has to be looked into. I heard Caruso tell him to call the tech, and, you know, he ended up doing it. So that's one ref. In my 11 years, I haven't called a ref out by name, but James was terrible tonight.
Good.
Through and through.
I've seen that before.
The inconsistency is crazy. I'll take fine. Curtis, all them dudes was terrible tonight. I don't care. They can find me whatever they want.
Any coach, any player, what we ask for is consistency. We need to know what it is night to night.
It's a dino.
And before I lose my train of thought, first of all, what the technical foul was, Devin Booker was running out of bounds, trying to save the ball, and the ball hit I forgot who. It hit one of his opponents in the chest. He was saving the ball. Like, that's it. And then they called a technical foul on it because he hit a guy with the ball. But his back was turned. You know what I mean? You're running out of bounds. You grab the ball, you throw it behind you. Something we've seen in all the eras of basketball. This has always been okay. All of a sudden, because the ball hit someone, it didn't like hit him in the face. And even if it did, that should still be legal. You're saving the ball in bounds. They gave him a freaking technical for it. And at this point, the calls were already so much in favor of OKC that this, like, I was surprised like a riot didn't like break out. You know, like, it was so atrocious what just went down. And Dylan Brooks, I don't know if Dynamo's going to play the clip, but Dylan Brooks has a brilliant idea. Ask the refs. Make the refs accountable for this. So the way I'm thinking about all this is, okay, in the contracts, I'll make this short. In the contracts of the players and the coaches, it is in their contract that they have to show up post-game to do a press conference and answer questions. If they don't, there's a fine, okay? Put that in the refs' contracts too. Make them do post-game press conferences. That way the media can ask them questions about suspicious calls and make them respond to it. Okay? If they don't, that's a fine, because that means that, you know, there's some shady crap going on. But make them at least explain it to us. We might not like the answer, but at least if we start hearing the answers and the reasons why, then we can work on some changes. You know what I mean? But as long as it's just in their power and they can do whatever the hell they want without any explanation, this has gone too far. It really has. I think that'll fix a lot of the problems. It'll bring some accountability to these people.
Voodoo officiating every
consistency. We need to know what it is night to night.
It's Dino Doodoo officiating every night with a side of radiated urine.
It is.
The way we do challenges and the definitions of challenges and the definitions of what, you know, the X, Y, or Z and why you can or can't, it's different with every different crew.
If you got a group of nuns together and gave them a basketball and told them to play while under the officiating of the NBA's refs, I promise you that by no later than halftime, they would be swearing and speaking in tongues and looking like that girl from The Exorcist.
Shut up, your ass! Fuck him! Fuck him, Garrett! From the streets of
It's bad for the sport, bad for the integrity of the sport. You know, people are going to start viewing this as a WWE, you know, if they're not held responsible.
Similar thing for you on the offensive foul with Caruso, where you didn't get an explanation there either.
That was terrible.
Yeah, and then the very next play said unnatural shooting motion that hit Caruso, but Caruso's moving forward on that. And if that's unnatural shooting motion compared to what guys are doing to get fouls nowadays, like you can play them side by side, and you know, I'll let you guys be the judge. Like, pull the clips, run it back.
And I saw it live, and I watched it back a bunch of times. If you guys didn't watch, Devin Booker went in for a mid-range jumper on the side of the hoop, and he leaned into the shot, right? And then they called it unnatural shooting motion, aka foul baiting, right? No joke. I was either the very next play or within like 30 seconds, SGA gets a foul called, and he totally foul baited. He did the exact same thing, actually worse than what Booker did, and he gets the call. But Booker did it right before it, and Booker gets a call against him. That's what I mean, where this is just so imbalanced. And once again, Mike Crime's a Suns fan. You know, I don't think the Suns can win this series. Okay? I really don't. But at least make it fair. That's all I'm asking. I just want a fair game.
I'm surprised this is happening on national TV in playoffs.
It's embarrassing. Yeah,
this
we all
see it. Referring to. They said that this was an unnatural shooting motion, ruled as an offensive foul. Breeding bullshit, and SGA is sent to the line for free throws.
No, you know what's unnatural, and I like Caruso, but
ruled as referring to.
All right. Sticking your face right there is unnatural, okay? What is this? Look how little space, you know, there's no space anymore. This should just be a no call, all right? He's going to go up for the shot. Caruso is doing his thing. Where's the contact here? Where is the foul is what I want to know. Like I said, I'm not saying that Booker should have got this a foul called in his favor. This should have been a no call. Just like the next play with SGA, that should have been a no call as well. But instead of it being that way, Booker gets penalized, SGA gets rewarded. That's why I'm pissed.
Motion ruled as an offensive foul. Breeding bullshit, and SGA is sent to the line for free throws.
Yep.
And not too long later, nearly the exact same thing happens. But this time it's the defender's fault. Felonious fecal matter. SGA sent to the line for free throws. And this isn't exclusive to SGA. I'm not just picking on him. This is a league-wide problem. I heard the circus was in town, not on the court. Like, look at this.
Yeah, what the hell is this shit? What happened to the game I love, man?
Hell, what in the name of logic?
I'm just like last season, man. I'm trying so hard, you know, like I'm trying so hard. I'm watching these games and like I want to be into it so much. And every time I start getting excited, some crap like this happens. I'm cursing at my TV so much these days watching these games. And if it's not the refs doing it, then, you know, it's something like I saw in a Rockets Lakers game where it was like a 3-on-1 fast break for the Rockets, KD and whoever else. And KD dishes it off. It should have been an easy give back to KD for a wide open dunk. Instead, the guy grabs the ball, runs back, and chucks a three. And he misses, and then the ball goes to the Lakers. And KD was pissed at that one, you know? But it was just, I think, this is stupid basketball, man. You got to guarantee 2 points. But you're going to risk it for, you know, a 30-something% odds that you're going to get one more point than that, when you could have had 100% odds of getting 2 points. Stupid basketball.
Say he fouled LeBron somehow, and this is an unnatural shooting motion.
That was LeBron got a foul called in his favor for this
problem. I heard the circus was in town, not on the court.
You
like,
kidding me?
What the hell?
One guy standing there getting shoved. The guy who gets shoved gets stupid.
In the name of logic. Yet they say he fouled LeBron somehow. And this is an unnatural shooting motion when I see this
with
happen
zero contact
every single game, and there's no call.
Yeah, with zero freaking contact, and they're calling that a foul against Book. But if you're LeBron James on the Lakers, yeah, you can two-hand shove somebody full speed, full power, and they're going to give you freaking free throws, man.
Defender, they look at you with a serious face and expect you to guard players with fins and gills. And they actually expect you, the viewer, to take this rubbish seriously. One shouldn't have to put on scuba gear to play defense.
I know.
And even though it's the playoffs,
let the boys play.
This gets a technical. This does not in any way, shape, or form constitute as an altercation. Ref teed them up for a Zoom meeting.
I know, they're just talking trash. Yeah. There you go.
Wait, what type of deadly sentencing is this?
Wow.
Was that a JJK reference? Yes, it was. Sub to the channel if you want more. Link in the description.
I'm going to have to check that
Gabo
out.
Brooks of law firm Dillon & Dillon gave his thoughts on the matter.
Y'all should be interviewing the officials.
This is it, guys. This is it. This is exactly the thing I was hoping that Dynamo would cover. You guys already heard my opinion on the ref thing, so go ahead and hear the source now.
Dillon & Dillon gave his thoughts on the matter.
Y'all should be interviewing the officials for real.
We would if we could.
That should be a new thing in the NBA. Officials got to explain themselves.
But there's nothing wrong with them, so why would they ever need to explain themselves, says Adam Silver.
You whisker biscuit bald-headed.
What? Adam Silver on if he were a player for a day. I would stop complaining about officiating. I mean, listen, I'm all for that when it comes to like the Luka and LeBrons who are like, they're complaining about things that don't exist, fake phantom calls that they're mad that didn't get called in their favor. But when something like this happens, you have to bring it up.
So why would they ever need to explain themselves, says Adam Silver.
You whisker biscuit bald-headed bitch.
I used to watch this back when Michael Jordan was playing or whoever else when LeBron was younger. Like, it's just physical basketball. I don't get why all the dropping, the falling, and the flopping, and the flailing, and all this stuff is allowed when we get to the playoffs. Like, leave that for the season, like, for the fans. This is about who's the better team, who's a more witted team. Like, don't decide the games on no free throws. Like, you got to sport of basketball to win or get stops to win. Not just flailing and going to the line and stoppage of play. Like, got to fix that.
What
100% agree.
From the officials when you had that conversation with them?
I can't. You got to ask somebody else because I get too rowdy. And all they want to do is, oh, that's legal. I never saw, or this or that. It's a bunch of excuses. That's why y'all should be interviewing them. To be honest, let's go to Adam Silver. Let's get some interviews for the chief.
Yep.
It's time to start making threats. Just on principle, make threats. Call the league office. talk to Adam Silver, say, if you don't fix the officiating, I will, in a post-game press conference, say Xi Jinping looks like Winnie the Pooh and talk bad about China's government. Nuke the whole league if he refuses to listen.
I don't think I can.
And I'd say, like, let's gather the troops. But the problem is a lot of the biggest stars with the biggest pool in the NBA right now, they're benefiting from this. So they wouldn't be on board. But I wish, like, in a good world, everybody could get together in the NBA and say, that's it. We're going to make a stand right now. Right now together, we're going to make a stand to the commissioner and say this has to get worked out. If we don't see any changes, we're looking elsewhere. We're looking elsewhere for where we're going to play hoops for the rest of our lives, because this is too much.
I don't think I can recall you talking about the officials.
Yeah, it's my first time in 11 years, but it's needed. Like I said, whatever I get fined for, everybody can pull the clips and see where the frustration comes from.
Over and over and over and over. Culminating in this video, I have disparaged these ingrates for years on this channel. They are the worst refs in all of sports. Whistles with attitude have whistles for hearts. The whistle itself is an aphrodisiac to them.
I'd rather have the WNBA refs come in. I'd rather have the NCAA refs come in. I'd rather have EuroLeague refs, anything but what we're dealing with right now. This is you're right, Kint. This is the worst. Not only is it the worst, it was the worst last year and the year before that, and it's somehow getting worse and worse every single season. I don't get it. And we keep initiating new rules, but we don't enforce them. I don't understand. Or we do enforce it like once in a blue moon, a natural shot motion by Devin Booker. Like, where the hell's that been for the last 2 years since we started really implementing that? Like, where the hell has it been? You don't call it on SGA ever.
His reaction here, I would react the same way every single time this happens. And I would continue to assault and berate them in post-game, pre-game, mid-game, during a halftime show. The dog was literally jumping the rope. I didn't even see that. I would go and yank the rope out the dog's mouth and say, fix the officiating. I don't know why I'm yelling at a dog, but someone needs to pay. Someone needs to suffer, and it needs to be them. They need to be fined. They need to be fired. Not the dogs, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean the refs themselves. This is why so many people
Who out there's a dog owner, man? I love dogs.
Turned off by the product, because it's irrefutably bad. There's no excuse for it. These people, there's something wrong with them mentally.
And for the love of God, stop calling technicals when people are just talking trash on a basketball court. What the hell? Where do you want them to talk trash? In the press conferences? Like, you'll find them for that. So let them do it on the basketball court. What's wrong with this? It's sports.
These calls don't make sense. It's not just about getting calls wrong. It's about being a lunatic with a whistle. They tee players up for bouncing the ball, all these things. Like, what they tee them up for.
If they clap their hand, they get a technical. But if you're LeBron James, you can grab and shove refs and you get away with it. That's the real problem, Dynamo, at least for me. That's the real problem, is the inconsistency and the favoritism. That's why it drives me nuts. If everything was called badly across the board and evenly and fairly, at least we can just sit back and say, all right, we need to make some changes. But the way it is now with the favoritism, how do we fix that? That's a human thing. Like, what do we have to get to the point where we replace all the referees with androids? You know what I mean? Like AI androids, because that way they can't be influenced. And then we have to wonder who's programming these androids, and if they're programmed to favor LeBron, it's never gonna get better, is it?
No sense. You don't see it anywhere else like you see it in the NBA. And everyone should be complaining about it. Not just players, but also fans. Selective outrage needs to go. Don't just complain when it happens to your team, but when it benefits your team, you don't say anything because, mob mentality and my team is better than yours, blah, blah. You are part of the problem. You are complicit.
Yeah, if you guys had access to my friends in real life, you'll know. Even when I see a crappy no call or a crappy call in the Suns' favor, I always point it out to them. I'm like, that's a BS call. That was a travel, or that was an offensive foul. And honestly, my friends are, they're just true fans. I'm more in it for the love of the game. I want to see the game get healthy again. But they're Phoenix Suns fans, so they're like, "Oh man, no, it's all good, it's all good." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's all good. It's all good until it happens against us." And look at where we are.
Everyone needs to complain about this. NBA YouTubers should be taking a dump on them every other video if necessary, whether it be those that hate the modern iteration of the game or those who love it. There needs to be a concerted effort.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's been a theme of mine all season. Last year, I was blaming the players because, these guys are traveling and flopping and doing all this foul baiting. Now, I'm pissed off at the damn refs because guess what? None of this flopping, traveling, and foul baiting would exist if the refs were actually calling the game proper. It's all on the refs. You enforce the rules, then everybody has to follow the freaking rules. But if you don't enforce the rules and everyone's confused, everyone is trying to get away with as much looting as possible.
Time spent on your DraftKings and Prize Pick sponsor should be spent on stoning these acolytes of Satan. If you love the sport and you love the livelihood that it gives you and you love having a channel, you need to want the betterment of it. It needs to improve.
I do.
Too many people are silent on this. It's gotten out of hand. It's unenjoyable to watch. It can't be taken seriously.
Guys, let's make the video explode. Guys, in the comments, what can we say in the comments in unison? Make the refs accountable. Force them to do press conferences. Can you guys just do that in the comments? As many of you as possible. Just take like 5 seconds out of your day real quick. Just can you type that in and just post it. Let's see how many of those we can get going on in these comments. This has gone too far.
When I see this happen, it just takes me out of the game. This is a massive pet peeve of mine. Ever since I was little, I didn't involve myself with these other kids and changing rules whenever we play something. You tell me the rules at the beginning of the game. That is what we play by. That is what we follow. The second you change it, I am livid.
Yep.
Do you know how many times they put me on the timeout wall and recess? I couldn't. I can't. The detentions were worth it purely on principle. I suppose I'm done yelling until tomorrow. What do you make of this situation? You think I'm overreacting? Nope. If so, you're wrong and you're underreacting.
And you guys, the thing is, you're hearing a perspective of a Suns fan and a Detroit Pistons fan. And we're both aligned on this, okay? So, I mean, I think that's a pretty good indicator that this is some bullshit. All right, guys.
Get on my level of dismay, would you please?
I'm there, man.
Welcome
guys,
back
please put that comment in. I want to see what could happen. I really want to see what could happen. Make it boom. All right, guys. Third and final. Jokic is being exposed in the series. Hawks versus Knicks, Cavs versus Raptors, Nuggets versus Wolves. Let's go.
Wait a minute.
Should be game 2. Game 2 coverage.
Yeah, I like it. Welcome back to playoff mode coverage from your neighborhood Commissioner Dynamo. Lights, camera, buffering.
Yeah. You know what sucks is the Amazon Prime ones, the Prime Video ones are the only ones I get naturally at home because I do have Amazon Prime. I mean, I have it for Amazon to service for deliveries, and then we get Prime Video for free. So actually, I'm watching these legit. And then everything else, man, it'd be crazy if you think I'm paying for Peacock and like all this other crap. I'm not, man. There's other methods, but unfortunately, it involves a lot of buffering, and it's not great. But it is what it is, man. But shout out to Amazon. They've actually them and NBC have been putting out the best product for basketball, in my opinion, this season. It's just unfortunate that NBC is behind a paywall. Well, that used to be like a free channel my entire life. Do it. Sorry, Dad, but the Amazon Prime playoff games have actually been working pretty well on my end.
Darvin Ham Internet. 2024 Detroit Pistons Internet.
Yes, I know. Shut up.
Games on TV only. How I miss you. But despite my anger with exclusivity behind these streaming services, The intro music that Amazon has is incredible. Imagine
Agreed.
Jay-Z, Rick Ross, and T.I. rapping on that.
Johnson. Driving kick. Damage. Wide open look. Motion.
Damn. Need to start calling him a con. And mere seconds after he does this, he gets a block on the other end, and they're like, blocked by a con who? I'm like, blocked by a con who? How he down there already? He should still be on the other end. Call him a Kong flu with how fast he be moving. CJ is
the Kung Fu Panda.
terrorizing these Knicks. He was automatic at the end of the game. It was effortless. He was completely undeterred by anything the Knicks were trying to do with him at the end of the game. Adjustments be damned. In the second half, Mike Brown put Josh Hart on CJ McCollum, and he didn't let that sway him either. The deficit the Knicks were down early is the story of this game. They tied it up, made things close. It looked like they were going to come away with the victory at the end. But then you had Brunson airball, and in their final possession, the Knicks struggled to get Brunson the ball, and by the time he had it, he was being double teamed, and then it led to this turnover. With the way the Hawks were attacking Brunson a majority of this game, shot the ball horribly from three-point range, 0-5. Why didn't you just seek other options? It's not like he was terrible in the fourth quarter. He hit 2 of his 5 shots, but it's just so obvious. I believe a lot of these games get lost because some teams are just very predictable in what it is they're trying to do. I don't care how offensively complex your drawn up plays may be. Oh my God, the locomotion of his offense. So many possibilities, so many plays, the versatility. He's just going to give the ball to Brunson.
Yeah. That's what's going on with Houston as well. It's very predictable. I don't know why we're seeing KD get the ball so far out. Let me see. Hold on.
That's a complaint I have with some fans that embellish the layers of offenses of today's NBA when most of them wind up doing the exact same thing. They're just trying to confuse.
Why is KD catching the ball here or here all the time? What the hell is that? Why is a 6'11" guy catching the ball this deep out? And then he freaks out when he gets double teamed by 2 guys at once. Yeah, because he shouldn't have the ball out here. But it's so predictable. Every single play, he's going to do it. They're going to trap him, and he's going to flip out trying to get the ball to somebody else. But why? Plant your ass over here or something. You know what I mean? So if you catch the ball here, you have full range of view. You can see him, you can see him, you can see him, you can see everybody, and you're playing a view. You know, and you're protecting the ball at this point. You can also see the double teams coming. It's so dumb and predictable. I don't understand. And then KD has to complain about it all the time.
Use you to think
they're
that
double teaming me.
We know where the ball is going to end up. I'm not a big believer in always giving the ball to your best player at the end of the games. Give it to somebody else sometime. I don't care if it's Jordan. That's why I told him to pass it to Steve Kerr and do something.
Who's open? Paxson. Get him the ball. Okay. Done.
Include you. Cat, I believe, was being too passive in the beginning of the game. Mikal Bridges was a dilapidated bridge. 0 points and over 20 minutes of play time.
I don't remember if it was this or game 1 where Bridges had a wide open. Well, I don't want to say wide open, but he had a shot that could have won the game from right about there, and it didn't go in. I'm still a big Bridges fan, man. I'll always be a Bridges fan. He was a huge factor here in Phoenix during our successful run, or more successful run than we are now. And it broke my heart when we did him dirty, essentially, to build like a super team. And I'll always be rooting for him.
4 turnovers, more turnovers than points, and over 20 minutes of playtime. 4 turnovers, more turnovers than points. Landfill hoops. So revolting that I need to talk about something good just to wash away that stench. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Cat got spayed and neutered right there. He didn't play bad. He played pretty good, but I can't say the same for everybody else on that team. Kuminga has looked great. It must be so liberating to be able to actually play basketball and not be handcuffed to some golden fossils. Knowing you could do more, give more, but not being allowed to do so. Trey Young must have used some alchemy or some old world magics and put a hex on these Knicks. He ain't even got to be there for the spell to still be active. This is ridiculous. Saw that transition there? It's pretty sexy, huh? Like Taylor Rooks. I'll be her pawn any day. Oh, wait, I forgot I'm a married man. I'll edit that out in post. Too bad Harden can't edit out his performance in this game. 5 of 13, 3 of 10 from 3-point range.
And you were worried after the first game. Come on. Harden's Harden. He'll always be Harden.
Point and laugh. And Clavicular got banned from YouTube. He's band maxing.
Later.
I was laughing for 20 minutes. Perhaps Harden can use his beard as an eraser to make people forget about this. Oh, wait, he only does this every single season.
You actually made me snort laughing, man. What the hell?
People forget about this. Oh, wait, he only does this.
Wait. What happened? What happened? I was really laughing hard. Let me see. Let me look at him.
Harden can use his beard as an eraser.
Oh, come on. Wait, did you smack him? Did you smack him? All right, off arm. Oh, no, it is not looking good. Oh, you hit him in the throat. All right. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to fall down like a little baby. But, yeah, you also don't need to chop a guy in the throat. That's an offensive foul.
To make people forget about this. Oh, wait, he only does
no
this
call
every single season in the playoffs. I can't remember if he actually got hit here. If he did get hit and somewhat hurt, I hope he's all right.
It actually looked like he did, Dynamo. It looks like he got karate chopped like right in the throat. But I mean, I don't know about all this falling down and stuff. You know, I think this is for show. But he did get hit, and you're not supposed to be able to do that unless you're SGA or LeBron or one of those guys. Then you're allowed to do it.
He just flopped. Send him to SeaWorld immediately. Scotty Barnes was dialed in this game. 33 points. He had a double-double with 11 assists. RJ Barrett had 33 points as well, so they combined for 66 points. The boy them had Kyle straight girded, fam. Including this man, Jamison Battle. He quite literally played a perfect game. He didn't miss. 5 of 5 from the field, 4 of 4 from 3-point range. To say he won the war would be an understatement. Cash Money Boyless as well. He outplayed Jarrett Allen this whole game. That was a Commonwealth block right there. The Cavs will respond next game, of course, but I think a vast majority of people didn't even expect the Raptors to even win a game, though I'm sure a lot of those individual and folk just aren't familiar and just don't know enough about this Toronto squad, myself included. So you'd have to educate me Raptor fans on all matters of raptology. That
Jurassic Park?
No one bats at 100, except Doja. And now we arrive.
By the way, isn't it funny that Jurassic Park was so huge that they named a basketball team the Raptors? Nobody ever talked about a Velociraptor before Jurassic Park came out, and then they became this big. There's a part of me that thinks Cleveland's going to lose in the first round because of Harden. I don't know if it's going to happen, but every time I see Harden on a basketball court in the playoffs, I'm thinking, y'all about to get upset.
Wasn't good. No one bats at 100, except Doja. And now we arrive to the main event of this video, though I have to issue a disclaimer. It's not even a disclaimer. It is a warning of violence to some of you who just refuse to give Jokic criticism. Because there's a lot of different players in the league that
Here, I'll prove that I'm not that guy. I just want things to be legit and fair. Now, I call everybody else out on this, right? So I'm going to call out Jokic for the same thing because I've been noticing this since last year's playoffs. He started doing this a lot, and he's getting away with it a lot. Watch what he's going to do with his off arm, okay? Boom.
Criticism.
Oh,
because there's a lot of different
That's the one. Like, you can't do that to create space. Because what's going on? Right now, he's covered perfectly. He's got nowhere to go until he shoves his defender out of the way and he creates enough space to get the shot off. That's illegal. That's SGA shit.
League that they do so well or they do something a certain way and there's a narrative.
But once again, we got to blame the refs. Keep the theme on the refs. Why is that happening? Why did he get away with that? Because the refs don't call the damn thing. And why is he doing it? Is because the refs don't call it. And he sees SGA and other guys do it. So why not do it? Once again, any player in the NBA right now, if you're trying to win and you see that everybody else is doing all these loophole moves and they're getting away with it and their teams are winning because of it, you have to do it to win. They're setting it up where you can't win unless you do these things. So I'm not mad at the players anymore. Play on. Play on. Play to what the refs dictate the rules are. Because I'm telling you, if we had all of a sudden law enforcement did not arrest anybody who, I don't know, looted buildings, then all of us would start looting. It would just happen eventually because you get to a point where like, well, I can't buy anything because all the products are being, all the products are being taken away from the people who are looting. So now the only way for me to get groceries is to steal it like they are. I guess I better start stealing some groceries so I don't starve. That's all it is.
Persists around them that even when they do bad, it's just not treated the same as some other players. I have thoroughly glazed Jokic many different times. But sometimes we have to be honest. I've even noticed some people unsub just because I talk bad about
man, do
Jokic.
it.
Okay.
Do it. That's why I react to your stuff, man. You're one of the few honest. There you go. And there's your like. You're one of the few honest ones. You'll call out your favorite players, and I appreciate that, man.
So is he above reproach? But I believe that's a testament to how good Jokic is and that he so rarely performs bad that when it does come time to criticize him, the Nikola Evangelicals can't handle it. And I'm only referring to those that are delusional in their love of Jokic. There's plenty of fandoms that are delusional about someone. Hence, fanatic.
Once in a while, I'll call Jordan out on something, and I'm a Jordan fanatic, but I try to keep it fair, so I'll call him out on something. In the moment while we're watching a video or whatever, and I'll see something, I'll be like, nah, that wasn't a foul. Like he shouldn't have got 2 free throws there or whatever. And some of you guys get mad when I do it, but once again, I'm just trying to keep it consistent and keep it real. I'm not trying to spread a narrative, no agenda. My agenda is I want basketball to be great. I want basketball to be as great or greater than it was when I was a kid. And that's, if you want to say I have an agenda, that's it, I guess. But outside of that, I want things to be fair. And I want to be honest. And if I can have an audience of you guys that come to me for honesty in a sea of shit, when it comes to basketball media, and I'm not calling out YouTubers, like this is why I'm on YouTube and this is why, I rock with the YouTubers. There's a lot of you guys, a lot of these YouTubers are honest, and I try to like amplify their message. That's all I care about. I care about being honest. And every mainstream media network you end up watching, you guys are being sold some BS. Whatever they want you to believe, that's what they're going to frame things as. And I never want to do that. If you guys disagree with me, that's okay on each individual thing. I've seen that in the comments before where it's like, yo, TRMC, this is the first time I disagree with you. And I'm like, that's good. That's good. We should disagree once in a while.
It's the whole meaning of the word. So now that I've set the table, I will now flip it. Jokic played horrible. It was horrendous. It made my stomach hurt to watch. Early in the game, things went left. Rudy had Jokic in a straitjacket, as if he already wasn't suffocating enough to Jokic in the previous game. He ramped it up somehow in this one. Jokic couldn't score over him. Jokic couldn't guard him. And on a few possessions, Jokic began to foul bait. That's how desperate things became.
And I watched this all the way until about, I don't know, there's like 10 minutes left in the fourth, and I gave up, and I started playing Retro Rewind for a video.
Didn't help. But they didn't have Aaron Gordon, you say. Well, is Aaron Gordon's not being there somehow excusatory for them allowing the Timberwolves to go on a 22-4 run early in the game?
Yeah, I don't think not having Aaron Williams is a reason for them to get... They were losing by 20 almost the entire game. It was an ass whooping.
This is something else I despise about basketball discourse, because when there are personnel losses, that somehow just excuses everything bad that happens in a game. I still hear people to this day excuse Redacted from Golden State, number 23, since he was ejected in that game in 2016. Well, if he didn't get ejected, they would have won the game, as if there weren't several other games that took place after that. Did the Dow Jones Industrial crash after he got ejected? Are you still a basketball team or not? Next man up, please. Adapt, persevere. And the Nuggets were incapable of doing so. This is the first playoff game in Jokic's career where he started off the game 0-6. He couldn't get it going early, nor in the rest of the game. Murray couldn't get it going. If your stars are playing this badly, you as a team are basically just dead in the water. especially when you rely so heavily on an engine of a player that is Jokic. But despite how bad he played, does that make me rescind any of the things I've said about him in the past?
No.
Absolutely not. I don't think that should be done by anybody.
You're critiquing a game, and yeah, I've never seen him go 0 for 6 before either. Like, to start out a game. That's crazy. I mean, everybody has a crappy game. It happens. He had one here.
But there's a lot of people on Twitter that like to retroactively grade history.
I don't I'm with you, Dynamo. I don't understand why. If you criticize somebody, that means you hate them. That's not how it is. That's not how life works. Imagine your teachers criticize you, your coaches criticize you, your parents criticize you, your siblings and your friends criticize you. That means they might actually care about you. You know what I mean? Now, if all you do is hate all the time and it is what it is, then yeah, it might be hate. But if you're constantly complimenting somebody like I do with Jokic and like Dynamo does with Jokic, constant compliments, and you have a bad game and we call it out, that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't take away anything we've ever said. It just means, hey, you had a shitty game, man. You know, it happens. Haven't you guys had a bad day at work? We've all had a bad day at work. It happens. Shake it off. Come back the next day. Doesn't mean we hate you. It just means you suck today. It is what it is.
But there's a lot of people on Twitter that like to retroactively grade history and remove his MVPs as if he hasn't been one of the best players we've ever seen these
for
past
one bad
few
game.
Years. He just doesn't look good this series, as he hasn't looked good in a few other ones.
Yeah, the whole team
past.
doesn't look good this series.
And his defense, while not terrible, is not good. Rudy has guarded him phenomenally.
And he does a lot of this. He does a lot of this nowadays.
Is not good. Rudy
he does a lot of shoving these days.
Guarded him phenomenally. This Timberwolves squad looks as lethal defensively as they did a few seasons ago. Really, nothing's changed. Everybody was a dog in this game. McDaniels, dog. Anthony Edwards, dog. DiVincenzo, dog. All of them. Julius Randle. All of them are in sync. They're one of the few teams in the NBA that they can defensively flip a switch where it's already suffocating enough at one point, but they can make it so you question whether or not oxygen even exists on this planet. They feed off the crowd. The louder the crowd gets, the more smothering the defense is. If I could choose any highlight to sum up this game, it would be this one. McDaniels was otherworldly defensively. I can't stress enough how refreshing it is to see defense embraced and treated with passion in a league where you get teed up for simply texting another player. More, I say. More. Look at them advertising Invincible on Amazon. By the way, sub to the second channel. I talk about shows like that and other things there. Link in the description. Discord and all that as well. Patreon to support the channel as well in the description. But I don't know how the Nuggets bounce back from this because this was very embarrassing, but they need to put some more air in their tires. And saying you don't care about the smack the other team is talking is deflating.
Minnesota seems to be talking a lot of smack. Jaden McDaniels specifically. Are you hearing any of that? Are you paying attention to that at all?
Brother, I don't care.
This isn't the time to be team friendly and be a cardboard
No, it's not.
box.
That's the time where you say, we'll do our talking on the court. See you in game 3.
Agreeable, media trained, care. We need to see you care. Everybody needs to get mad. You need to get angry, or else you will go down 3-1 and potentially sent home. And by the same team that has been getting the better of you as of late. What do you, O viewer, make of what I've said? Do you disagree? Do you agree? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you are new. Pleasure to have you all here once again with me today. And I will see you on the next
3 great videos. Thank you for the request and the tip. And this was a good way to catch up on talking. It has been weird because I've been watching the playoffs, but I haven't been talking about it. So this was a good way to catch up on it. So good call, man. Good call, Wolf. Do I agree with Commissioner? Actually, I'm shocked. I agree with pretty much everything I saw in these 3 videos, and I was wondering if he was going to catch the things that I wanted to talk about, and he did, and he had the exact same view. So that's awesome, man. It's why I like Dynamo, man. And sometimes I disagree with Dynamo, and that's even fun too. But for the most part, I know Dynamo's honest, and that's all I really care about. I just care about honesty. Guys, it's 2026. People are so full of crap, we're in a culture where, like, you know, we got the Logan Pauls and all this scam artists are famous for scamming. That's where we're at now. So I more than ever value honesty and integrity over everything now. It's so rare on this earth that it's so refreshing, like a nice cool glass of water every time I hear it, someone being genuine. So anyways, with that, you guys, let me know if you've been watching the playoffs. How's it been? I've been talking to some of you guys in the comments about the playoff games, and that's been cool. But I guess this is the place to do it. And I'm going to ask one last time, please put that comment down below. I forgot, what did I say? What did I say? Like, make the refs accountable. Force them to do post-game press conferences. Like, please put that in the comments, man. Let's get some traction. Let's do whatever we got to do. If you guys are on socials, make a post, stick my video in there. Do whatever we got to do, man. This has gone too far. If we done with the 90s movement was able to get traction, let's get some damn traction with making these refs accountable. And on that note, link is down below to go check out Dynamo's channel. Dynamo, if you happen to watch this, hope you're doing well, my friend. I really hope you're doing great. And to everybody else, the same goes to you. Like the vid on the way out if you could. Subscribe if you want more content like this. And most importantly, is to be water, my friends. Peace out.